Okay, so Sony is doing something pretty cool right now as a free PlayStation Plus trial is currently live around the globe. Now, that wouldn't be a huge deal. However, this weekend, it's more imperative than ever given the fact that they are running some free-to-play weekends for Borderlands 3 and Call of Duty Modern Warfare, so that's pretty relevant. And also, we gotta talk about this Marvel Avengers SpiderMan stuff. A lot of people are upset about it. I can understand why with the timed exclusivity. The PlayStation version of Avengers is just gonna be the better version, bar none. This is the version that I think people are going to end up buying, and it's because of Spider-Man, and we'll talk about that in just a little bit. But free PlayStation Plus trial is currently live around the globe. Not got a PlayStation Plus subscription, not a problem. Sony has made multiplayer free this weekend. By the time you're reading this article, the trial period would have kicked off, as noted on Push Square, so thanks to them for the information. The timing is particularly important given that Borderlands 3 and Call of Duty Modern Warfare are available as free-to-play weekends, and I would recommend you to check both of those out. Obviously, Modern Warfare entirely tied to its online component. Borderlands 3 not tied to its online component, but if you want to play with a couple buddies, you're going to need PlayStation Plus. Borderlands 3 definitely a game accentuated by its online play, not necessarily absolutely necessary, but I do know some people want to play that game online, so now you can jump on it, you can play with your friends, you can bum rush through the game and probably complete it if you are diligent with it, and you can enjoy it for free. That's kind of insane right now, thanks to them offering Plus for free right now. Obviously, this isn't indicative of them giving out the games for free right now, so I don't believe you can play, like, the free games that are offered. I have Fall Guys, and then, what's the other one? It totally escapes me right now. I think it's Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. Yeah, I don't think you can play either of those, but nevertheless, you can play Modern Warfare 3, or Modern Warfare and Borderlands 3, so that's pretty nice, so do check that out. As always, I feel like I have to reiterate when talking about PlayStation Plus, I feel like online should be free for everyone, but given that Sony's literally getting trucks of cash mailed to them with PlayStation Plus subscription fees, I understand why they're going to keep it around from a business standpoint. Alright, moving on from that, Marvel's Avengers developer on Spider-Man, he's like a cherry on top with his own self-contained story arc. Oh boy, people are going to be upset about that. The news that Spider-Man would be added to Marvel's Avengers roster of playable heroes only on PlayStation platforms made quite the splash last week, even leading to a lot of people going on social media and other platforms to really vent out their frustrations with timed exclusivity and things like that. Hey, I was a little bit ahead on that a few weeks ago when I uploaded that video. Nevertheless, I told you guys, this is going to be the norm this generation and going forward. They know what they have to do to win people over. It is exclusive. It is this idea of, can we secure deals and make our platform the best place to play these games? And yeah, they're gonna absolutely try to do that. Eventually, developers also spoke out about it, and WCCF Tech got a chance to talk to them. WCCF Tech noted, asked, many of those angry fans have also pointed out that you won't be able to meaningfully include Spider-Man in the ongoing story since he cannot appear at all on PC, Xbox, or Stadia. Can you comment on this? Sean Eskag spoke and said, without obviously giving any spoilers, the window where you'll see our version of Spider-Man will fit into our story. Again, I have to obviously dance around it because I can't speak to it, but just know that this is our Spider-Man. He will be in our story and will fit that in the world. Sort of an in-gap what happened a day and between then and now. Even the villains that support that will kind of speak to how he belongs in this world and how long he lives in this world. Vince Napoli also noted, Spider-Man is an addition to the arc and progression of the main story as well. There was no swapping or anything else in the line. We've got our plan, we've got our heroes that are coming out, and the stories and the challenges and the gameplay escalation that we've planned out. That's all continuing as planned, and then just on top of all that stuff, we've also got Spider-Man now, and you know he's weaving into that. That is the key. There is no swapping or changing anything to accommodate that. He's got to fit within the massive plan and all of that stuff we've already got. It's like Sony went, hey, can you add this on top of it as a sort of cherry on top, but he doesn't affect or change that in any way. The plan is still moving forward as originally planned and conceived with all the original expansion stuff in mind. Is it fair to say that this will be kind of a self-contained story arc for him in Marvel's Avengers? And Sean Eskag noted, absolutely, yeah. So it does seem like it's a self-contained story arc, as he actually noted, but yeah, I imagine that's going to upset a lot of people, given that I was initially of the mindset, okay, Spider-Man's not going to be meaningfully included, and he's just going to be a character you can play as, but no, he's getting his own story arc, so people are now actually missing out on what I would consider to be sizable content of a game. Like, that's pretty important stuff. If you're missing out on a character arc for a game, even if it's a character that's going to be weaved out in the game's overarching narrative, it's still a pretty important part of the narrative. It's freaking Spider-Man, and if he's going to have story bits to Marvel's Avengers, I think that's a pretty huge deal, and it's unfortunate that it's not going to come to everyone definitely makes it more enticing to buy the game on PlayStation 4 versus other platforms. But again, content like this, I really think should be on all platforms, because I think what this opens the door to is that this is potentially content that was going to be available for everyone anyway. This content could have been available for everyone, but Sony came in and they're like, hey, we'll pay you X amount of money for exclusive content. Well, at that point, they could have easily just looked at the game that they had and been like, okay, what can we exclude from the game on other platforms and put it exclusively? We get free money. It's a win-win for everyone. I'm not saying that's what's happening here. I'm saying that stuff like this definitely opens the door for stuff like that to happen, and that's a very, very scary thought. Imagine developers intentionally gimping their games just because they can take revenue from other companies wanting exclusivity rights. That's a little bit scary. In this case, I don't think that's what Marvel's Avengers is doing, but if we continue down this road, I'm led to believe that ultimately that is what's gonna happen. And again, that's just a scary thought. Imagine it gets to the point where Battlefield comes out and it's got an Xbox exclusivity agreement, and on Xbox you can play on 3 exclusive maps. Like, that would be kind of crazy. Like, right out of the gate, 3 exclusive maps. I know that Sony's got that deal with timed exclusivity DLC for the Call of Duty map packs, but that's DLC and map packs that ultimately do come out on other platforms, and it's like a 30-day delay or something like that. Maybe it's 90 days, I'm not entirely sure. But it could get to the point where it's like day 1, Battlefield whatever, 6, you got 3 exclusive maps on a platform. That content was going to be there anyway on all platforms, but somebody came in and was like, yo, we're going to pay you a lump sum of money. It's going to be a lot of money. Give us significant exclusive content. Then they look at their game and they're like, okay, this game is pretty much done. How can we gimp it a little bit but still make it, you know, sellable as a full experience? They could do something like that. Again, I'm just throwing out a theory, a hypothesis, something that could happen, not trying to scare you guys, but something to think about. Nevertheless, that's going to conclude this video. Again, free PlayStation Plus trial is currently live around the globe, and Marvel's Avengers developer on SpiderMan, he's like a cherry on top with his own self-contained story arc coming from WCCF Tech. That's going to conclude this video. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.